streets. Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sick Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Oh, I died, them gonna...
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the 49ers and the Texans on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Lawrence will throw. And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Lawrence to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Niners at 6-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Being chased out left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and
3. Here's Lawrence.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get the 3rd manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them.
Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Houston. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Lawrence.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. He hits his target, left side, Watson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brevin Jordan from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the A touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it.
And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because think about it, every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers
to Pierce. They set up the screen.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 16, Rodgers
swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
On the ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now it's Rodgers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. First half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the LA Rams. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards of passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So part of it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams, to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running was run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down at 4. On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brevin Jordan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. from just shy of midfield. Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Running right through it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Lawrence. That's taken in by Watson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So third down, and a field goal from here will be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
They go play action with Lawrence. He finds Watson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 40-yard touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7. A minute 17 remains. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Finding Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over football game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it's still...
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready.